Good afternoon, class. My name is Derica Evans, and today I will be delivering an informative speech on schizophrenia. I will be covering the causes, symptoms, treatments, and potential effects that this disorder may have on a person's life. Schizophrenia is a mental disorder that affects the way a person sees the world. There are 5 types of schizophrenia: paranoid schizophrenia, disorganized schizophrenia, catatonic schizophrenia, undifferentiated schizophrenia, and residual schizophrenia. Common symptoms of paranoid schizophrenia are false beliefs that are not based on reality or delusions, and auditory hallucinations. These people typically have normal intellectual functioning and expressions of emotions. The delusions can be brought about because of persecution by a person or job. People with paranoid type schizophrenia exhibit anger, anxiety, and are oftentimes confrontational. Disorganized schizophrenia shows symptoms of disorganized speech and behavior, inappropriate laughter, and may have illogical thoughts or make illogical statements. Undifferentiated schizophrenia is where a person has some symptoms seen in other types of schizophrenia, but there's not enough evidence to define it as one particular type of schizophrenia. Catatonic schizophrenia is where a person is in a catatonic state where they cannot speak, move, nor respond. Lastly, there is residual schizophrenia. Residual schizophrenia is where a person has had a history of at least one episode of schizophrenia, but currently does not show any positive symptoms of the illness. Experts now agree that schizophrenia is inherited through certain genes and can also be linked to the type of environment a person is exposed to during early childhood development. They have also found cases where there was mutation in DNA. Scientists believe there is an increase in dopamine, and this is what causes hallucinations. Symptoms of schizophrenia usually show in people ages between 16 and 45. Although there are cases of schizophrenia in young children. Schizophrenia is usually treated with antipsychotic medication and therapy. Initial treatment usually requires admittance into a mental hospital. In some cases, they're so far gone that people are required to stay for very long periods of time in a mental hospital. Mental illness is one of the most common afflictions in the U.S., and schizophrenia is the most severe. 2 million adults in the United States are living with schizophrenia. Family members experience a magnitude of emotions due to the behaviors and situations schizophrenics present to them. Family members experience stress, anguish, guilt, shame, bitterness, and sacrifice, to name a few. Stress and anguish wear on a family members who are drawn into the disease. At the center of all of this, there is an overwhelming sense of sorrow. Whether it is a son, daughter, mother, father, husband, or wife, the family member is aware that the person was once healthy and normal, but is no longer going to be the same. Even though there is no cure for this illness, there is still hope for those who suffer from schizophrenia. Through medicine and therapy, many people are able to live somewhat normal lives and function well in society. At a minimum, I encourage all people to at least be aware of the signs and symptoms of this disease. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.